Welcome back, my overloaded friends. We're doing another SK Zoo. Um, I did a few things off cam, which you are going to see very shortly here before we start the build. But before we show you what I've done, I was thinking of doing a reptile enclosure probably right over here next to the pandas. Um, I was thinking of doing that today in this build, right around in this area here, and we're gonna have like a bit of a moat and everything for people to cross over with the bridge and to get to the reptile enclosure. And then in the water will be gators. That'll be interesting. So let me show you now what I did off cam. So we decorated this area. Originally I was going to put a petting zoo here, but it wasn't enough room. So I decided to do this. To be honest, I didn't even realize, because this was actually a pre-built. I added in the lava stuff here because I wanted to make it look like a lava. I might go in here later and try and remove the waters there. But yeah, so that's what I did there. And then we also had this sign. For some reason when I was editing, this part here that I did was cut out. I don't know why. Could not seem to find it after I posted it. I was like, okay, weird. But yes, we did the welcome sign to SK Zoo, and then we have the pipes here holding up the sign because we don't want it falling down. And then I added some pillars to help hold up the ceiling. So those are pretty much the changes I've made, and including some of the decorating here with some of the trees around the area here. So that's what I've done so far. And now we're going to go ahead and get into building this reptile enclosure. And then over here, I was thinking, let me see here. I was thinking probably over here is when we'll go ahead and start transitioning over to either our water creatures, or I can go into the snow area. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this build working. And yeah, let's get it done. Alrighty, my overloader friends. So this is Future John doing the editing and the voiceover. But so today, as I said earlier in the video, we are working on the reptile enclosure building. So this one took me quite a bit of time, to the point where you should have seen in the title that this is part 1 of either part 2 or part 3, because as of recording this audio and doing the editing, I actually haven't gone back to building on it yet. So it could very well be 2 more part episode for this. But right now, you see, I'm just getting down the walls right now. And what I wanted to do is have like a building in which the guests would be able to walk into and see the different exhibits of reptile animals, but then I also wanted some type of animal on the outside to use the moat, because I wanted to have basically a moat around the facility. And I think yeah, so far it's turned out pretty well. There's still quite a bit of work needing to be done, and some decoration, which you will see. But yeah, this was an interesting and a little difficult and tedious at times, but and you'll see in this video why that is. Like I said, I haven't filmed anything else but what you're seeing here. Now, the day that this posts, which will be tomorrow, the 5th of May, if everything goes right, that will be uploaded on the 5th, and I should be working back on this on that same day, sometime after I get off work. So, but yeah, so I laid down the path. I got some raised sections there, and I'm putting in some of the exhibit boxes just to, you know, put them in place to see how it looks. And the inside is going to be decorated as well. Now, I did do some cut jumps here because just a little bit that you're going to see that I did complete took me, I want to say, about 4 or 5 hours just to get it all done. And it's, like I said, it's not even fully completed yet. Still working on it. But this is so far, I want to say, my biggest project that I've done in Planet Zoo. And so far, I'm happy with how it turned out. I might make some changes, but if I do, I should get it on video. But let me know if you guys want to see, in the comments down below, let me know if you want to see me doing a lot of the decorations, or if you want longer type videos. Because if I get the views, I don't have a problem doing longer videos, but I know a lot of people like to have them shortened and, you know, no more than like 20 minutes, really 10 minutes, but just let me know though. I don't have a problem doing a little extra editing. It might cause some of the videos get pushed back a little, as you saw. My upload is a little off from time to time because of the fact that I do get busy with my 9-to-5 job, so to speak. But when I get off, I do like to unwind with a little bit of gaming. Whether that be in Planet Zoo or Rainbow Six Siege, which I have just recently got into being able to play ranked matches, so I am in the process of making some Siege videos in ranked matches. It's just extremely difficult solo queuing, so we'll see how that goes, but stay tuned for that if you like. Make sure you hit that bell icon and subscribe so that you're notified whenever I post a new video. But right now I'm putting down the null barriers, as you can see, and I wanted to, well, I mean, the default item to basically use with the null barriers is basically the rocks. So eventually that is what I start using, as you'll see when I place it down. Now I'm putting down a pre-built which was on the, I believe this is something that Frontier made, and so I put that down. It has all the facility buildings and so forth there because I am going to start doing some work paths So we're going to be setting those up here probably within the next couple episodes. So I wanted to get another set of facilities because the only other set is over by the front entrance. And if you've played this game, you know that the time just goes by pretty quickly, and it takes quite some time to get moving. Now, once we get because I was thinking of either going into an aquatic center next that we would be working on in this zoo, in the SK Zoo, or a winter section with the winter animals, or the ice animals, polar bears, and I think it's called Arctic wolves, or foxes, something like that. So I want to do 2 of those. So basically, I want to do one of the winter ones and then one of the aquatic centers there through the zoo. I just don't know quite which one I want to do first, so I'll probably have a poll up on the community page on my YouTube, so check that out. Make sure you put your vote in on which one I should start first, the aquatic or the Arctic. Now, before we do start on that, I had someone that I know requested to do a fancy fox, which lives in the desert. So that's going to actually be the next habitat that I will be working on before moving on to either the aquatic type center or the Arctic center. So make sure you vote so that way I know which one you would like to see first. But as you can see, I laid down the perimeter, and I'm trying to get their habitat to their specifications. But as you can see, I got that viewing area there. I got a nice big moat with plenty of water for them to swim around. And I do take care of some decorating in this episode, as you saw with the fly through. Actually, no, I forgot. The fly through that I used was from last episode, so it doesn't have any of the new stuff yet. But the ending fly through you'll see as well, though, because I did do that, the fly through the whole zoo with the new build and everything. But I did take care of some decorations. I just didn't go overboard or go too much into it, because there was a lot of work to be done, and I had to make sure my guests didn't fall, because like they literally had nothing to hold them back from falling off the side of the walking path. So I had to get working on that, as you can see here, picking out the color for it. Now, I wanted something that was going to be low down, so that way the kids could see through it easily enough, but they wouldn't be able to fall through so easily. I mean, certainly, yes, a kid probably could get through it, but I mean, if the parents aren't paying attention like they should be, then you know what? That's on the parent. I mean, I'm sorry, but come on. But you'll see, though, later on as I cut through here, it's actually the perfect height because the kids can actually see right above the top bar there. Their head actually fits right over there, so it's like the perfect height for the kids. And of course, the adults fit perfectly right over it. And you don't have to really worry about having it too high for them because, well, the parents should be smarter than the kids, but sometimes that ain't always the case. But as you can see here, I believe just a little bit, as you can see right there, it's like the perfect height for the kids. And I was quite surprised that I actually was able to make that work that way. So I was extremely happy and pleasantly surprised about it. Considering the fact that I didn't have any measurements there to help make it work just perfectly. It was literally just by sight that I did it. So I was able to finish that section there. I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and finish all of it. Let's go ahead for this episode, make sure that we have railings over the entire walking path that's elevated, including the bridge over the moat, because we don't want anyone falling into the water with the gators now, did we? That would make for a terrible day. So yeah, this part though, with doing this fencing, I want to say it took like about half the time. So the total build so far time has been about 4 or 5 hours, and it was roughly about half the time was just doing the fencing. And like I would try and do like copying of multiple and sliding it down, as you'll see from time to time, but sometimes you had to do one at a time to get it around certain bends, and as you can see here, I needed to adjust it for the elevated path going up, which I wanted to make sure that we had a ramp for the disabled. We don't want stairs there. Now I was kind of thinking of adding an elevator, and so then we could actually have stairs there, and then we can have the elevator for the disabled and for the strollers. But let me know in the comments below if you want me to try and do that. I haven't done an elevator before, but I'm willing to give it a shot if you want to take a look, if you want to watch it. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see that. And we're starting to come here to the end, and I want to thank you all though for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this part of the build so far that I've been able to complete. Like I said in the last episode, I was thinking of doing another zoo park as well, simultaneous with this, and then you would get 2 uploads a week, one for each zoo. So let me know on that if you like to see that. But like I said, we are starting to come to the end here, and as you can see, I'm getting the last bit of railings there for the inside of the habitat enclosure. And I finally got that completed, and then it was just that little bit up there that I had to take care of, which I was able to do. And then I went ahead and took care of the bridge right out in the front to make sure everyone there was also protected. But as you can see here, folks, it has come to the end of the episode, and I'd like to thank you all for joining me today on this episode of SK Zoo, the 5th episode, and this is the first part for this reptile enclosure build. If you've enjoyed this episode, please give it a like so that way I know that I'm doing something right and to get my video out there in the algorithm. And if you would like to be kept up to date with new posts, please think about subscribing and hitting that bell icon so that we are always notified when I drop a new video or a new vote in the community page. So please check out the community page for that vote to let me know where you would like me to build next. But without further ado, here is the fly through. And I'd like to thank you all again for joining me. And I'll see you all in reality.